Okay, for the last of my short reads, I have Virgo Sun, Libra Moon combinations next. Let's do that. And that gets 8 shuffles. Ooh. 7. So what do we have for Virgo Sun, Libra Moon in winter 2024? Yeah, a lot of people are getting that. Spring 2024, summer 2024, fall 2024. We have a major arcana at the end of the year, the Chariot, which means moving on. Start the year with Ten of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Chariot. Oh, I feel like the image I got in my head is that like somebody finds out their significant other, probably a marital partner, is cheating on them, because a Ten of Pentacles reverse could mean like a breakdown of what you thought was like a complete home and hearth, like your fulfilled family structure or home becomes unstable. There's new information that becomes clear in the spring. You're kind of going out aggressively with communication in the summer, and then you're moving on by the fall. So I honestly straight away felt a divorce from this. That's very specific, but okay. So for Virgo Sun, Libra Moon, it honestly looks like things won't be going well in your home. You find out why. This leads to like a contentious battle over words. Maybe this is like a legal battle over the divorce, and then you're able to move on by the end of the year. And I'm going to pull from the bottom just because how will Spirit guide you going into 2025, and what advice do they have for you through all this? 6 of Cups, so think of the old days. If this has not been a good relationship, like a very toxic relationship for you, it might be sad that it's dissolving, but think of happier times before you got into whatever this mess is. Sometimes it's better to be single and happy, or to be with your family, your siblings, and have that support instead of, a husband or a wife that is tearing you down or betraying you. So that's what I've got for you, Virgo Sun and Libra Moon peoples. Alright, next I have just Gemini Moon. Okay, that's about at 4 minutes. Let's see here, and you get 5 shuffles. Gemini Moon, what does the universe have for you for 2024? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Two of Swords is coming up for a lot of people. Let's see. Two of Wands reversed. Seven of Cups. Two of Swords reversed. 10 of Wands. I don't get such a bad feeling. I don't get a bad feeling from this. I've got a little bit of a challenge, but Two of Wands is a balance of risk and reward. It is reversed, which either can mean a lack of balance or you're really considering those things, I would say. So I think you get two options for something you want in the beginning of the year. Obviously, well, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but for me, I'm feeling like this could definitely be romantically. And in the spring, you're considering all of your options. Again, I'm still learning about astrology. I'm not too attuned to astrology, even though I pull for different signs. But from what I know, Geminis might be a little bit like whimsical in romantic relationships, rather than, you know, somebody that just like likes to stay really direct on one road. They may like to like try a lot of different styles of relationships or personalities before they can come to a commitment. I'm not trying to say anything in a pejorative way. I'm just saying like that may be their way of like exploring first. So if you feel that is the case for you as a Gemini moon, so like in your subconscious self as a Gemini for that area, then well, yeah, I think you're presented with two options in the beginning of the year that you're really going to be racking your head over. Maybe, yeah, I just get the feeling that you're like really having to consider between two things, and maybe you're not sure like what's the best out of the risk or the reward. And in the spring, you'll still be considering your options, except you might be considering your options more broadly. But also how this impacts you emotionally, since this is the Suit of Cups. And then by summer, you're going to have to make a decision. And again, with the blindfold on the Two of Swords, you're going to feel like you still can't make a decision. You don't have all the information, but you're really never going to be able to make a decision. So with the Two of Swords reversed, it's kind of like, even if that confusion persists, like you're going to have to be definite at some point, even if that feeling doesn't go away, that you're blindfolded. And then in the fall, you're going to carry the burden of, not in a negative way, but like 10 of Wands is carrying the burden, but of the things that you are pursuing. But the 10 is always like the fulfillment of the cards of the suit before it. So I think it's that feeling that you're going to be able to commit to something, which can be scary for you and can feel like a lot. But you're going to go through with the work of it. Like, you're going to put your investment of your heart into that. And I get a good feeling for this. So I feel like you probably want to know if that's the right decision for you, whatever you come to at the end of this. Again, like I'm doing for a lot of them, Spirit, where is this going to lead the compass needle for 2025? And what's your general guidance for Gemini Moon? Well, the only Suit of Cups in your original is this Seven of Cups, the many choices. And Five of Cups is the path right here that you're being guided about. Five of Cups is like a depression card, but it's reversed. And the feeling I get from this is like, don't sulk about all the other options. I think you should have your eye on the prize. When you make that decision, like, if you look at this, this is a 10 of Wands. There are many things that comes with committing to a person or whatever that situation is. And so it comes with many beautiful things. It's not like you're just choosing one thing. You're choosing like a very interesting thing in a partner, right? So don't sulk over that you're closing things off is kind of what I'm feeling here. Look at the opening of the many possibilities you can have with this person instead. Okay. Alright, so my last of the 12 before I do the bonus read. we have about 10 minutes. Libra Moon, Virgo rising, but also to include Leo Cusp on their rising because it was kind of close. So this is for those that are Libra Moon and Virgo rising or very late Leo rising, and I'll give it 9 shuffles. One. Okay, so what do we have in store for those that are the combination of Libra Moon and Virgo rising or a late Leo rising? So Leo, Virgo cusp on their rising sign. For winter 2024, spring 2024, ooh, summer 2024, fall 2024. 2 major arcanas and a king and queen. Interesting. Beginning of the year, the Hermit. Spring, Strength reversed. King of Swords for summer. Queen of Wands for fall. Okay, this is a little strange a feeling that I'm getting. Yep. Okay. I'm almost getting like a red pill energy out of this. I'm sorry if that's weird, but somebody's feeling really alone. I am getting like a masculine energy out of this. But it could be for anybody of any, makeup, just with the masculine energy coming off of this. So, the Hermit, you are spending the beginning of the year, starting it off very introspective, maybe a little bit isolated, trying to, in your mind, find your way. And the Strength reverse, again, I read the reverse as either the extreme or the opposite, and this, to me, I almost get the sense of, like, very strong, but in a weak way, so, like, a combination of that, so almost, like, trying to be overbearingly macho is the feeling I got out of this. And then it leads to King of Swords, which a King of Swords is somebody who is a very level-headed person, conveying wisdom and knowledge, very level-headed communication. But I almost, like, I seriously got, like, a red pill energy off of this, like, you feel alone, and the way that you get out of that is to boost up your ego in a macho way and kind of intellectualize yourself. And I'm feeling that it's upright because it is helping you cope with your loneliness in a way, because it's like you're putting everything to a logic to where you don't have to feel about it, as like King of Swords, although they are level-headed, would be more prone to do that than, let's say, like a King of Cups. But you're also feeling like a king, as though like you're on top of things. But at the end of the year, I think you really are seeking companionship, and you're seeking somebody like a Queen of Wands, which is fiery feminine energy that knows what they want, goes for what they want, and like is supportive of their dreams and the dreams of those around them. And like, you may even start this year considering this person at the end, but this transformation is not helping you get them, and it's not that there's something wrong with you, it's just that maybe this person is just like you're not their type overall, and that is okay. So I think you know, even if you know this kind of mental transformation is helping you, I'm not sure, like, I guess I want you to know that you have value, you know, already. Like, you don't need to feel like you have to, like, puff yourself up in any sort of way. You have value already, even if somebody doesn't feel compatible with you. Just gotta find a good match, and it really is a numbers game. Let's see what Spirit has for as far as how does this story point the needle of the compass for you for 2025. Then I'll pull another card for Spirit's advice. Ace of Wands. Yep. So for 2025, like, you really just gotta kind of, you know, accept that, give up on it, and look for somebody new. You're gonna find somebody who's crazy for you. It takes a lot of time. You know, I'm kind of going through that too. Like, even when you get into relationships, you know, it takes time. You know, it's gonna take time for things to cement, and you never know where it's going. But you have to just know that you love yourself no matter what, and have fun on the journey. And so, for your advice. Oh, wow. Wow, yeah, not the Lovers. Not the Lovers. I feel that you kind of even just need to, like, explore romantically and sexually and get used to heartbreak. You know, I've been through it too. It's the dating game. But don't fear rejection. Just take it as, like, an adventure. You know, my worst dating stories are some of, like, my best funny stories to tell, even if, like, I'm embarrassing myself in many of them. Dating shouldn't be to take away from your ego or to something that you feel like you really have to, like, turn into a wall and protect yourself from. Like, really just, you know, you're human. We're all human. It's, like, really weird. If somebody treats you rudely, of course, like, know that's a them problem, not a you problem, and walk away with pride and just look for the next one. Like, it really sucks, but like I would say you can believe in yourself, believe in your beauty, believe that you deserve love, but don't you know, look at it for, like, the curiousness of the adventure, but, like, never be sure that that's, like, the one, you know, because that's going to take a lot of time to learn in a long relationship. So I guess kind of in that way, keep your expectations high, as in, like, believe in yourself and you deserve love, but as far as when you're testing out other people, take it as, again, a curious adventure, and kind of keep your expectations low and see where it goes without feeling too attached, but just give it time for your heart to grow, instead of, because I know, like, when you're feeling insecure, it can make it just feel like every rejection is gonna break you, but it doesn't. Like, keep it more low-key to start out, you know. Yep, that's the feeling I get for you, so good luck. I know it's tough to go through it, especially in the beginning of dating, but it's a crappy journey we all must take, and you just gotta love yourself no matter what through it. Okay, and so what am I going to do for my separate YouTube read? So this one I'm going to go through all 12 months. Aquarius Sun, Pisces Moon. Aquarius Sun and Pisces Moon it is. Alright, so if you're just with the previous 3 readings, not 3, previous 12 readings, that'll be all. But if you are Aquarius Sun, Pisces Moon, I'll go ahead and get started for you and yours. See how many times to shuffle the deck, and then I'll just lay out all 12 cards from the top. 6. Oh, you know what? Let me do a 15, because it's a big one. I'll do it 15. Okay. One. 2. 3. almost done. 13. 14. Okay. Alright, let's lay it out. January. February. That Empress has been coming up early a lot too. March. April. May. June. July. August. September. October. November. December. We got 4 major arcanas. That's a third of your year. Okay, what do we got here? January, the Empress. February, 6 of Wands reversed. So, January, the Empress, motherly, doting, like supreme feminine energy. February, 6 of Wands reverse, loss of ego. March, High Priestess reverse, losing kind of your path intuitively, losing your sense of intuition. February, March, April, 5 of Swords, having a lot of like verbal arguments or like intellectual debates and conflicts with people. May, protecting everything you have and kind of having your guard out for everybody. June, Temperance, you reach, and this is a major arcana, you reach more of a point of moderation and kind of, I feel like that it's meaning like you're scaling back from like all this conflict that happening in the beginning of the year. July, Ace of Swords. Try to trying to figure out what this means in reverse, because I read as either the extreme or the opposite. I'm trying to get contextually what this is saying. Yeah, okay. The sense I get here is that, like, you get an information overload, actually, about something. You kind of are scaling back from whatever this, like, conflictual time is, but then you get an information overload, but instead of, like, really responding, so in July, you get that information overload. In August, you just decide, like, to completely pull back. You're not going to do any, like, rash, quick actions in response to it, even though you want to. In September, you're still of that feeling of like, I am not giving my emotions to that energy. I'm not going to let it take my energy being reckless, whether it's my anger or it's my sadness or wanting to pour out to it in any way. By October, you really are able to gain more focus, and your way of coping becomes to be like over fixated on just like perfecting yourself in self-improvement. And then in November, you're finally reaching an equilibrium where you have perspective on what you want to do going forward with this 3 of Wands, which is like the lookout card, where you're like, this person is like over a hill, seeing the distance. So you're dealing with like a lot of emotions and like upset in the beginning of the year, and then even more in the second half of the year, but you're not letting it control you anymore. You're done with dealing with that. Then you like really focus on yourself. Then you finally reach an equilibrium. I think through doing this, it helps you have perspective again on what you want to do going forward and into 2025. And then you get the Magician, which means like you're ready to manifest at that point. And he has a candle and things, so like it goes with the wand too. And this is your major arcana here. So you really start like the year with a high point. Give me a minute to feel about what this Empress is. Okay, it's two things. You're either the Empress and somebody is knocking you off of your ego, like making you feel worthless, or your partner is the Empress, but then it becomes unsuccessful and you are breaking away with this partner. But either way, that sort of somebody humiliating you or somebody breaking up with you causes you to you feel failure in February, you feel kind of a loss of your path in March, and you're like not sure what to think or where to go. You're not getting your intuition isn't clicking about how to navigate. It ends up in you getting into lots of arguments to the point where you just want to guard yourself. You're probably losing friends by the time you're here. This is May, and in June you step back, start to relax, kind of trying to like gather yourself again. Then you hit information overload. Maybe because you get calm, it like allows somebody to come towards you with information. And then in August, September, you're holding yourself back. In August, you really want to react. You're seething with anger, but you're not going to do anything rash. And in September, you're now more emotional, reckless emotions, but you're also not putting that forward to anybody. And instead, you're probably really emotional and depressed at this point. But again, focus on self-improvement. In October, it might be a little bit unhealthy to start with, being the Eight of Pentacles reversed. You really get like into perfectionism, but you are able to even out and get even keel. For your perspective, in November, figuring out what you want to do and then figuring out how to manifest it for 2025. So I want to ask Spirit, I'll do from the top and the bottom. So for the bottom, where is this leading you for 2025? Ten of Burdens reversed. You're dropping the burden of this year. You're going to recognize it's a lot of challenges you went through. You're going to learn from it. You're going to get your perspective, and it's going to feel like a big weight this year, but you'll be able to lift it off of you for 2025. I think it'll be a good, like, growing, strengthening experience for you, even though it's tough. But that's what it takes in life. Like, that's why we all go through that. And advice for you? The Star reversed. Oops. Sorry. So the Star means hope. Reversed, it could mean no hope. I'm actually getting a sense for you it's to remain hopeful, though. But it may depend on the context. So, like, maybe the beginning of the year, if you are the person who's breaking up with somebody, maybe it's almost saying you kind of need to drop it for that. And again, maybe it's because of this information you won't know about until later. But then you may, getting lost in this emotion may make you feel stagnant in a way, even though you'll be, like, very turbulent on the inside. But in that way, I do feel like you should be very hopeful that that feeling will leave you. You will get on top of it eventually. It will be a long year, but we go through this stuff because we learn from it, and we'll be better for it, even though it sucks. But you got this. All right, I think that's all I have for everybody today. So happy 2024. And even though a lot of these look like it's going to be challenging for next year, every year does come with its challenges. But remember to keep perspective of that too. It's like our own storybook we're living out. To be interesting, it has to have its hills and its valleys. And if not interesting, your legs will hurt hiking up and down that, but damn, are they going to be strong by the end of it. It will be worth something, Suffering is for a reason too, We can get something out of that. It doesn't have to be pointless. We can see the meaning in that and even ascribe the meaning to that. So let's all manifest goodness out of all these challenges. So happy 2024, and I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is. Bye.